Hey guys, this is Buddy Blake again, and we are just on the outskirts of Wilmington in an area called Castle Hayne. If you know where the north campus of the Cape Fear Community College is, that's where we are. Parmalee Road's right across the street. I wanted to share with you what we're doing here and also maybe educate you on the new home process and some of the reasons why it's taken longer for developments and things to do. This is a 9-lot development that should have taken in the old days 6 months to get done, but now with the permitting process and everything, it just takes longer. For example, on these lots, we're doing 9 cottage homes, actually custom built in a factory by Champion Homes. And they're cottage homes because they look kind of like the old Sears Craftsman style where the porches are built in. I mean, they're really cute, they're really beautiful. They have permanent foundations, brick foundations, crawl spaces. These have 9-foot ceilings, drywall all throughout, stainless steel appliances, and they're even going to have metal roofs. So these are going to be really nice cottages, but the developer, who's a good friend of mine, an old client of mine who I've done a lot of business with, couldn't be a nicer guy. But when he got into this, the municipality that controls water and sewer, which all of these will be on water and sewer, there'll be a sidewalk down here, it all of a sudden ended up costing over $500,000 to run the sewer line that the developer had to absorb just to get sewer to 9 lots. All of a sudden, the cost jumped up dramatically. We are trying out to see if it'll work to bring in an affordable product. They're 1,500 to 1,800 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath cottage homes, absolutely gorgeous. They'll look like something that's like at the beaches a lot of times with the metal roofs and things like that. Champion Homes in Lillington, North Carolina are building those for us right now. So, and we're going to start rolling in June. But I thought I would just kind of show you as we walk down the road. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why home prices, new homes, and developers are taking longer and things like that. This is a little 9-lot community. We have to establish an HOA out here so that it maintains and takes care of the road that we're putting in, takes care of the sidewalk that we're putting in. There's a stormwater pond in the back that all the water runs to. In today's world, we don't like having to pay for them. We don't like having to install them. We don't like having to maintain them or even have HOAs to maintain them, but you have to do that. But if you've lived in our area, you know how awesome it is to have the water and the stormwater and things like that handled properly. And our counties, all around the coastal counties, have really gotten a good handle on what it takes. It just takes a lot more money and it takes a lot more time to do it right. So all of these homes, like I said, will be on sewer. There will have sidewalks, it'll have county water, we'll have a landscaping package. Now the good news is we got a big buffer out there of beautiful pine trees. And then when this area here is cleaned up, there will be all these trees will be maintained as well, and we'll clean this up and it'll be done. You're seeing at its premature stage. We're going to try to start bringing the homes in before we pave the road and put the sidewalk in. And the reason why is so we don't crack the road and we don't crack the sidewalks. These homes are heavy and we have to pour concrete footers and foundations, and that concrete trucks are heavy. So we're trying to get the county to let us do that. We'll know more about that. We're pulling our permits on our first 4. We're still unsettled on price because the lot cost doubled. And these homes that we're bringing in are pretty expensive. When you go to special order, 9-foot with drywall, and then you ask them to do metal roofs when they don't normally do metal roofs. I just thought it would be a really nice touch. But we're trying to create really nice individual homes, sidewalk environment, super close to everything. You're not in the city of Wilmington, so you don't pay city taxes. We haven't established the HOA fees. There will be some fees here. They're going to be required because there's a stormwater pond in the back that has to be maintained, mowed, and kept up. And then the road's got to be taken care of. So they won't be crazy, but they'll be as minimal as possible. But there's certain requirements that you have to do. I thought maybe I would share this with you, and this is going to be called Pine Ridge, this little neighborhood. Not so much to try to sell you a house, but just to give you a sneak peek at what the development process looks like. So when we complain about the developers and the builders, it's taking so long, it's doing all this, just understand the permitting processes are rigorous. They're taking 3 times as long. Concrete, the cost is crazy high. road cost is crazy high. Getting anything done is crazy high. And then running sewer. We just had recently a quote to run a sewer line is $300 a linear foot. So imagine if you've got to run sewer half a mile to the property, it's a lot. Just think about those things when you see a house. You might just see a house, but you need to understand when you're complaining about the delays and the costs, and none of us like the higher costs, but at the end of the day, it is what it is because there's a tremendous amount of permitting process that goes through. Different counties are more complicated than others. Coastal counties have learned, because we do have hurricanes in North Carolina, to be more rigorous. And you will notice that the new home neighborhoods that have been built with stormwater ponds and all those kinds of things, they have done extremely well in the hurricanes. Whereas some of the older neighborhoods that didn't have stormwater and they just had swales on the side of the road, but they had nowhere for the water to go, that was where a lot of the issues were. So I just thought I would share just an insight in that because a lot of people don't understand the process. I'm happy to share with you, and I am not a builder and I am not a developer. We're just trying to supply a few homes that we can think will be affordable because we've got young daughters too, and we'd like them to be able to buy a house in their 20s and 30s and not have to wait until they're in their 40s, 50s, and 60s and rent the rest of their life. So we get it. And we're going to do the best we can on the price on these. Thank you so much for watching this. Give me some feedback. Is this helpful to see stuff like this? So thank you a lot.